All right, everybody, welcome back. We're talking about graphing systems of equations. These questions are just about 2% harder than yesterday, but they have no new information. One of the things I want to talk with you guys about is that these questions do not take as long as you think, okay? I'm going to go ahead and do one of these. Let's go for my 9-minute timer. Let's pull this up here. And we're just going to put a nice little timer in the corner here. Boom. And we're just gonna see how long this takes. Let's go to stopwatch. Sweet. Let's hit start. Alright. Let's just see how long. I'll put it right there so we can see. You can see how long it takes. Let's see how long these questions take. Alright, so for number 5, I'm gonna put M equals B equals. Little squiggly line so I can separate them. The first one, I'm going with negative 5/3 and 3. Let's turn this a little bit so you're not just staring at the ceiling. The second one is going to be positive 1/3 and negative 3. And then looking at my slopes, I'm going to be going up and left because of negative. Negative means left. For this one, I'm going to be going up and right because it's a positive number, right? Negativo, izquierda, positivo, derecha. So, starting with the first line, I'm going to start at positive 3, and I'm going to go up 5, left 3. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. Put a dot right here. Hope you're following along. Hope you're putting these dots on your paper. We're getting through the notes. Quiz tomorrow. And I'm going to run out of room, so I'm going to do the opposite. Instead of going up 5, I'm going to go down 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Now, especially when you do these dots in the opposite direction, make sure it looks straight. Today's a very good day for a ruler. So let's go ahead with our ruler and make a nice straight line. Didn't somebody say they'd like a ruler? Did you get one? No. Do you have the extra rulers, Ms. Gonzalez? I'm sorry. I thought I couldn't remember. Sorry, I kind of forgot about that, Krista. Then we have the second line. The second line is negative 3, so I'm going to start at negative 3. This line has 1/3, so I'm going to go up 1 and over 3. Up 1, over 3. And there's our intersection. That's exactly what we're looking for. Up 1, over 3. This is going to be a pretty easy question, right? We have a nice intersection. We have a nice shared point. And whenever we have one intersection, we're going to need to finish with a coordinate where they touch, where the solution to the system would be. So, looking at this intersection, this position right here, what coordinate would you use for this solution? Anybody got it? How much do I have to go over? 1, 2, 3 in the positive direction. So I'm going to start with a 3. And then how much do I have to go down? I got to go down negative 2. So we're going to write parentheses 3, comma, negative 2. And that is a simple process. What is the coordinate of the intersection? We've been doing coordinates for a long time. We practiced coordinates in the warm-up. There you go. All right, we did that question. It was the first one. We went kind of slow. I asked for some help, and it took us less than 4 minutes. Okay, let's see if we can speed that up. Right, the first question, let's see here. The first question took us less than 4. Let's reset it. Let's start it up. Let's see if we can do this question a little bit faster. I figured I knew how to do this, but honestly, I'm kind of failing a little bit. Here we go. Number 6, M equals B equals, squiggly line, M equals B equals. I'm going to get my M negative 1 divided by 1, because we have a negative x, so we choose 1. I'm going to get my b, which is 4. Negative 2 over 1, and my b, which is 5. Now I'm going to plot these points. I'm going to start with line number 1, a b value of 4. That only takes me about 10 seconds. And then my m value should be up, left, 1, 1, 1, 1. I'm going to go ahead and draw a line. Line it up, make sure it looks pretty good. I like these nice 1, 1 lines. They're really easy to do. Now I'm going to draw my second line, which is starting at 5. So that's really close, but they don't touch right there. They almost touch, but they don't touch. And then I'm going to need to go up, left. So I'm going to go up 2, left 1, up 2, left 1. Now we had kind of talked about this in the warm-up. When I look at this question, this might be the hardest one we've done yet, so I hope you're paying attention. I hope you're writing things down. You're not distracted by something else. When I look at number 6, I see dot, dot, dot. That's line number 1. Dot, dot, dot. That's line number 2. And we don't have any interactions. We don't have any intersections yet. Okay? Here's the advice. Don't just draw a line because it gets a little squiggly and it gets a little confusing. Instead of drawing a line, just start making more dots. All right? Keep going. So we're going up 2, left 1. We start here. Up 2, left 1. Up 2, left 1. Up 2, left 1. And we run out of room. So now let's go the opposite direction. Let's just keep making dots because eventually we're going to find an intersection. Instead of going up 2, left 1, let's go down 2, right 1. Down 2, right 1. And there is our intersection. I guess my mouse was kind of in the way. Down 2, right 1. Down 2, right 1. So I can draw a line. If you look at the timer, this question took us about 3 minutes. And like I said, this was probably the hardest question we did so far, because we didn't quite know the intersection right away. But here it is. That's the intersection right there. And so, zoom out a little bit. What do we think about the coordinate of the intersection, the solution to the system? Anybody know what this one is? Nice job. That's excellent. 1, 3 is the correct solution. You got to go over 1. You got to go up 3. Again, that question we did in about 3 minutes this time. I know that the timer is still going. So our goal is, can we try to get all the way to about 3 minutes here? Okay? All right. Let's try another question. Question number 7. Let's see if we can get it a little bit quicker. Like we know how to do this. We're getting very good at it. M equals B equals. Write down the M, negative 1 over 1, 6. Write down the M, positive 1 over 1, negative 6. So I'm noticing for this question, I want to be careful with my negatives. I need to start at positive 6, which is right here. And I need to go up, left, 1, 1. That's easy. 1, 1, dot, 1, 1, dot. And let's make a line here.
I think I have an idea about what number 8 might be.
Ooh.
I think that result might be 1.
Let's hold on to it just a little bit. Now let's move on to the second line. It's going to be negative 6. And this time it's going to be up and right because it's a positive 1. So I'm going to go up 1, right 1, up 1, right 1. And this is one of those questions where We don't have the intersection yet. The easiest strategy, it is not hard, it does not take a long time, is just keep doing the pattern. Keep making more dots until you find that intersection. So I'm going to go up 1, right 1, up 1, right 1, up 1, right 1, up 1, right 1. And there we go. We have the perfect intersection, okay? That really helps us avoid if we have kind of sloppy lines and we end up in the wrong place on accident. Let's make sure that we write down our coordinates. What do you think the coordinate for this graph would be? 6, 0. Nice. Definitely got it under control in that area of the classroom. We got 6, 0. Because how much do we have to go to the side? 6. How much do we have to go up and down? 0. It's as easy as that, as straightforward as that. All right, over here by the whiteboard. You guys doing okay? Following along? You guys doing all right? One question left. It might already be done, and it's worth pointing out, even going slowly, we're not even at 3 minutes left. Even though I had to do the extra points, even though I was asking for help, this is still less than 3 minutes.
Might be a fraction.
Whoa, a fraction. Let's see.
Crazy,
you are not going crazy. All right, let's try this last one. Number 8. Let's figure out what the M equals B equals squiggly line. M equals B equals. The M is 4 over 1. The B is -10. The M is 1/2. The B is 4. What we're going to do right now is we're going to kind of just pause for a second. I'm going to give you guys a chance to try to do this question on your own. I've been doing a lot of the work. I've been doing a lot of the graphing. I'm going to kind of pause. I want to see you guys do a little bit of graphing. Try to find that intersection. I'm sure a couple people already have the answer. Raise your hand. I'll come check it out, see how you did. All right. Nice job, everybody. Let's see. You guys got it. You got it. Okay. Nice job, Josh. Nice job. That looks good. That looks cool. I love this color. It's really sharp. And that is being.
I figured out where I went wrong
with
the last
nice
question.
Job. Yep, I like how you started that. That's okay. I appreciate you very much back then. Let's just keep it going. Ooh, nice, man. Good fix, man.
I realized where I went wrong.
That's okay. That looks good. Just tell me that coordinate, or you got it.
There you go. Should be fixed now.
All right, this rectangle goes across. Is it 1, 2, up 1, right 2, C, up 1. So this line goes up and then this goes forward. Perfecto. I get you. You want one for your pencil, like to go on the top of it? I don't know that it'll fit. Yeah, I need to try.
Fix the question. I think I got it
I
now.
don't know how good this is going to fit, but it's a good erasure one way good. That does look really good. That does look really good. It's very close.
¿Sabes cómo hacer esto? Porque le están diciendo que lo del número. Si el número 8 tiene que ver en el medio, a la primera número.
¿Qué predicción de eso?
En la griega, se griega. Esta es la primera. Y esta es, este 10, 8, 6, 4, 2, 0, menos 2,
What do you say?
An answer I know 4 over 6.
How about 4,6 instead of 4 over 6? It's not really a fraction. You got it. All right, nice job. Let's wrap this up. I saw lots of really good work. Exactly, Jamil. Wrap it up. Wrap it up. All right. Thank you for cutting the conversation down. We're going to work on number 8. We're going to begin with the b value at -10. We're going to be going rise over run, up 4 over 1, up 4 over 1, up 4 over 1. Thank you very much for throwing that away. I'm going to go ahead and graph my line. Now, sometimes it can be a good idea to maybe just do a couple extra points if you feel like you need to. Oh, careful. But with 3 on the first one, that's good enough. I think this feels okay. I don't know why my stopwatch isn't on. Let's get this second line down. I'm going to begin with the b value of 4. I'm going to go up 1 over 2. And I'm going to be going right 2 because it's a positive. Positivo derecha. So I'm going to go 1, 2. Up 1 over 2. And even though I don't have a dot there from the first line, I can see that this is a nice intersection, right? This is right where they're touching, right where they're crossing. So I'm going to go ahead and put a nice line on here. I'm going to look at where they're crossing. Put a nice little parentheses with a comma. And I saw so many people get the right answer here. Right answer is 4, 6. You guys did a great job. Super proud of you. Now, before we kind of end the video, I just want to kind of zoom out for a second, right? I always like to do this with my notes. And just kind of look at the notes here. Like, this is pretty good. Like, this is some legit math. You were graphing 8 lines. You were seeing where those lines cross. And that's kind of impressive. Like, if your notes look like my notes, like, that's some legit stuff. I think if you showed this work to an English teacher or to a history teacher, I think they'd be like, dang, like that's pretty good. So, nice job. And as much as this looks really sharp, it wasn't that hard either. Graph your lines, take your time, figure out where they touch, okay? Just for a second, I'm going to mention what we had on the front of this piece of paper because we started the video before it, but just for a second. Remember, we didn't see any lines on the back that were parallel. This is something that we already did before. Parallel lines have no solutions because they don't touch. We got this, which has one solution. That's our typical setup. And then down at the bottom, I'm going to kind of skip number 3. Sketch a picture that has infinite solutions. We draw a line. And we need another line that touches this an infinite amount of times. What we do is we just draw the same exact line again, right on top, right? We stack them up like bunk beds. Now they're touching an infinite amount of times, and we're good to go. All right, graphing systems quiz tomorrow. Really good job.